I'll tell about second war of Panipat.
Oh, wonderful.
Second war of Panipat.
Panipat.
दो आ गया.
पहला we don't know.
बस ठीक है कान पे रखा लीजिए.
It will be like this.
हाँ ये
It is not
ऊपर से
exactly
रखता है.
same.
ठीक है नो इशू.
Whatever is comfortable. It's
कान
comfortable.
के
leave
ऊपर
it.
रखिए. ओके.
So today I'll tell about it is not a story, means a historical event which happened in 1556. That was the second war of Panipat.
First कब हुआ?
First 1526. First war it was fought between Babur and Ibrahim Lodi, and that was the time when the Mughal emperor had established by Babur. He defeated Ibrahim Lodi, and the second war after Babur, Humayun came to Delhi, but Humayun was not that strong, and he was normally he used to be sick, and because of that he has shifted to Lahore, and then Delhi Sultanate became again means there was no one who was ruling to Delhi. So at that time, Hemu Vikramaditya, he was Senapati, means he was no not soldier. He was general of Ibrahim Lodi. Ibrahim Lodi, who was the Sultan before the Babur. So Hemu Vikramaditya, he was a Hindu king, and he was also chief of army of Ibrahim Lodi. So when after Babur, Humayun also when they have shifted to Kabul to Lahore, Hemu Vikramaditya became king of Delhi. So this was the time nearly 1952 when Hemu Vikramaditya became king, and from the Sultanate Kal, which is started from 1100 and which ended after a Mughal, in between this is the only 2 to 3 years period where a Hindu king was ruling to Delhi, and that was Hemu, and full name Hemu Vikramaditya, people used to say. So when Hemu was ruling, so that time when Akbar was just 12 years old, and he was leading Mughal Sena, and they wanted to march to Delhi because they again want to acquire Delhi, which was ruled by Hemu Vikramaditya. So the fight war happened in Panipat, which is a place near to Delhi. It is I think maybe a very open area because many war used to happen in that locality, in those areas. Panipat, very famous. So Mughal Sena was coming from Kabul, and then this Hemu Sena, this was going, and they met at Panipat. So Hemu army was much superior to the Mughal army at that moment. So slowly, as the war was going on, and Hemu was ascending, means they were gaining the war front, and they were about to defeat Mughals. And Babur, which was just Akbar, which was just 12 years old, and his Senapati was Behram Khan. Behram Khan, he was the chief of Mughal army. He was they were away from the main battleground, and they were sitting because the king and the main chief of the army, they used to be little away from battleground. They used to see how the war is happening, which portion they are getting weak, and how to enforce those particular segment of army. So like that they used to make tactics, and the war used to be happening. So as Hemu was leading and they were gaining war fronts at different fronts, means they were capturing and the Mughals were getting defeated. So Hemu, which was on an elephant, and he saw that Akbar with his Senapati Behram Khan, he is staying a little far from the battleground. So he just yes, he came down to his horse and he started going towards that Akbar,
At home.
just to finish the war there itself.
By killing the king.
As
By killing the
their army has seen that the elephant is now empty, they thought that this Hemu was killed. So as Hemu was going towards Akbar, its army getting retreated. So in that way, Hemu was caught and he was killed. So like that, this famous Panipat war got. This was the end of the war, and then Mughal captured
Entered actually.
Delhi.
This is the-
So this is the faith of our India. If that moment, if Hemu could have defeated Akbar, this
Then
India could be a Hindu state
Mughal dynasty will
from
never
that
be attacked.
time itself. So a small mistake in the history, this creates a lot of difference in coming futures. So this is also one of lesson that means how a small decision can create so much difference in future or in life.
By saying if Hemsur didn't go inside, they would have won the war.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
they were almost capturing.
Almost captured. Hemu was the Hemu. This army is much superior than
Yeah.
this Mughal army.
But why did the army retreat?
They thought that the king was killed. So earlier means army used to be fight when their king used to
Even
be,
now, the king is not there. That is why the kings always stay
King
behind.
will always stay behind.
but there were many kings who used to lead the army.
Yeah,
there
that
used to
is
be
different.
some kings who used to sit and
Yeah,
see
most kings always stay behind.
yeah.
There was strategy, right? Strategy is more important than
Many,
fighting.
Yeah, many soldiers like Maharana Pratap or Shivaji.
In this,
we say.
in the regime of this Rajasthan side and the Maratha side, but like their kings are always in the
Maharana
front.
Pratap also, like
Yeah,
we
Maharana
have
Pratap,
seen
yes,
na,
yes.
their history, how they fought and they. So, though there were some kings who used to lead.
Yeah, yes, I agree.
So,
So like that he thought, but the army
Got
misunderstood.
And in this Hemu, sir, one more thing. No, Hemu, because it one more thing is also there.
किसी का भरोसा क्यों ज्यादा